Matilda of Béthune, heiress of her father Robert VII, Lord of Béthune, was a countess consort of Flanders, wife of Guy, Count of Flanders and mother of his successor Robert, Count of Flanders, known as Robert of Béthune after his mother. Background: Matilda, also referred to as Matilda of Maut, was born about 1230, the first child of Robert VII, Lord of the castle and town of Béthune and advocate of the Abbey of St. Vaast at Arras, who was a major landowner and one of the 12 peers of Flanders. Her mother was Elizabeth, widow of Nicholas I, Lord of Condé, and daughter of Arnold IV, last Lord of Maurienne. Robert and Elizabeth had two further daughters, Elizabeth and Sarah. Marriage. About the age of 16, Matilda was engaged to Guy of Dampierre, who was made co-ruler of Flanders by his widowed mother Margaret II, Countess of Flanders, alongside her and his elder brother William III of Dampierre, who died in 1251. In recognition of this important match for his eldest daughter, Robert of Béthune endowed her with a major part of his lands and titles. In October 1245, she still underage and unmarried, he made her heir to the ancient lands of his ancestors outside Béthune, the Pays de l'Allieu, in which he held power of life and death. The marriage contract was signed on the 2nd of February 1246 and the wedding then took place in Béthune. And the 24th of June 1248, Robert and Elizabeth wrote a letter to Guy and Matilda confirming that the two would inherit his lands and titles, which happened shortly after when news reached France of Robert's death. Matilda then became Lady of Béthune, of Dent-Ermond, of Richerbourg and of Warnton, as well as advocatess of the Abbey of St. Vaast at Arras. As her husband, Guy called himself Lord of these holdings and advocate, which he was doing by October 1249. In the 15 years together, she and Guy had 8 children. Mary married, in 1266, William of Jülich, son of William IV, Count of Jülich. The son William of Jülich, known as William the Younger, died in 1304 in the Battle of Mons and Pével. In 1285, Simon II of Châteauvillain, Lord of Arques-en-Barrois and Bray-sur-Vaurois, with whom she had 8 children. Robert III, who succeeded as Count of Flanders. William, Lord of Dent-Ermond and Richerbourg, married in 1286 Alice, daughter of Ralph of Clermont, and had children. John was made Bishop of Metz and then Bishop of Liege. Baldwin. Margaret married in 1273 John I, Duke of Brabant, and had 4 children, including John II, Duke of Brabant. Beatrice married c. 1270 Floris V, Count of Holland, and was the mother of John I, Count of Holland. Philip, Count of Tiano, married, in 1284, Matilda, Countess of Chieti, daughter of Ralph of Courtenay, Count of Tiano and Loreto. c. 1305 Petronella, daughter of Geoffrey of Milly, who had 3 children. Death and legacy. Matilda died on 8 November 1264 and was buried in a tomb of black marble in the chapel of St. Hubert within the Abbey Church of Flins-les-Raches, her husband being placed beside her later. He remarried in 1265 and had 8 more children. Matilda's descendants, who include popes, cardinals and bishops in the church, and emperors, kings, and princes in civil life, are found throughout Europe's royal and noble houses. For example, she was 10th great-grandmother of Mary, Queen of Scots, and 22nd great-grandmother of Diana, Princess of Wales.